Howdy folks, it's kind of a mess here right now. I gotta clean this up a little bit. This just came in from Vevor and it is a magnetic based drill. That is, you turn a magnet on to lock this drill in place, and of course, and then just like a boring drill, you know, you cut it. But it also came with boring tips, coolant, just wow, it is pretty cool. We're gonna do this, yes, today, Thursday, yes, now. Okay, I unpacked the drill from Vevor and placed it here. Vevor sells industrial and agricultural different power tools, all kinds of goodies. They've got everything from camping gear to restaurant stuff, so there's just so much to cover, which is kind of cool for me. They sent us this magnetic based drill. Now, what it is it's not a magnet as in, you know, here's a piece of metal and this is magnet. It's not magnetized right now. It's controlled by a power switch. If you're not familiar with this kind of drill, they are really powerful. They are really cool because you can drill, you know, into a side of a steel beam or something, and the drill will magnetically hold itself in place while you're drilling. But also, what came with this particular set was a set of core drills. So you have 11 different sizes of cores. These are specialty for going through metal, and I've just got to show you one because they are just so, they're industrial looking. I mean, they really are. Here's one right here, and it also has the center. Where are we? The center point. That's not it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. It. So you have a little centerpiece marked center and stuff, so you can very accurately cut a really nice hole in steel by boring it. Yeah, this is. So I don't know how good it's going to show up on the camera, but that thing, you know, that is an incredible piece of machinery right there, and it locks in on the chuck here, but. It not only comes with that, it also comes with the chuck, a regular, you know, 3-jaw chuck that we would be normally using for our drill bits and stuff. And it comes with a really nice major key. Look at this stuff. This is like industrial stuff. It's cool. Yeah. And it also has this, which is a coolant reservoir, which mounts to the side of the drill here and will be full of coolant, and you can keep your tool cool. Now, what I use is I use cutting oil. So I guess you could probably use cutting oil and even have a feed control here to how much it drips down, to how much it feeds to the product, you know, to where you're cutting. We'll get a little bit more into all that because there's also a little feed tube here. I'm not sure how they've got the feed tube set up. It looks like it's right here in the core. So, you know, let me turn this thing around a little bit. You know, yeah. Right here is a feed tube. And the feed tube goes from the reservoir, of course, to here. And down through the center of the core is your oil is fed to, or cutting fluid, whatever it is you're using. Cutting oil, of course, like I said, is what I like, and that will feed through just while you're drilling. Now, this is a very powerful drill, high-speed motor, but geared down reduction so that it's really strong at this end. And of course, you have your work. And you have, you know, you have your control right here. So you have all three of these, so you can, you know, raise and lower the drill as you need to. And of course, you can, you know, pull on this a little bit to help the drill bit, you know, push through. Like that would ever happen. Now it's a very heavy drill, and also has a guide with a, you know, there's a scale right here, so you can measure depth if you need be. You know, oops. I'll show you the electric on this magnet. I'll get an extension cord, power cord up here, and we'll take a quick look at this. What I'm going to do is put it on a metal base, and once I get it on the metal base, then we'll be able to play with it a whole lot more, because the magnet under these things is so strong, it will hold itself. You can, you know, play with it like this, and you probably can't move it. It really grabs onto metal, really powerful. And you got a switch here for the magnet, and you have a switch here for the drill. Now, the drill on its own, the magnet was on. When the magnet's off, you can't run the drill. Yeah, which is cool. Now, I'm gonna turn the magnet back on, and you're gonna see this. Yeah, you can see how it grabbed the wrench. There we go. It's a huge flat base under here, and this is all magnetized when you turn that on electrically, and at that point, she will just boom, you know, lock to the metal. And that means, like, if you have like a steel beam, like I said, you can lock it up to a steel beam like this, and then go ahead and drill your hole, because you're, you know, it's held. Now, there is a safety device that comes with this, which nobody uses, but it's a little strap, and the strap is really to just strap up this to the piece you're moving, if you're doing like vertically especially, and if you shut everything off by mistake or something, the drill doesn't fall on your foot or something. Yeah, because it'll just drop away from the wall, obviously, you know, duh. But, you know, people do those sorts of things, yes. So let's get this on a metal base, and then we can check out see how strong that's holding. Figured we're in the shop, the wood shop right now. Yeah, you could bore through wood or other materials, but I mentioned metal like it was the only thing you could do, but actually it would be handy around certain types of large beams and stuff. So right now, as you can see the drill, I can move it around on my table. Now I'm going to turn the magnet on. Yeah. The whole thing. There's no, there's no way to move that right now until I shut that magnet off. So there, now you can move it with one hand. As soon as you turn the magnet on, I guess, yeah, the whole table would move rather than let that magnet go. So, yeah. But the beauty of it is, listen to this motor. This is, here, I'll turn it back on for a second. This motor is high speed, gear reduction, and then you have this tremendous amount of torque, you know, out here on the bottom end. So I'm just going to run the drill for a minute. You'll notice when I turn it down, when I shut it off, it takes a long time to wind down because all that torque and power is coming down through the shaft here. It is a very strong motor for good reason, because it's designed to do just that. Now, shut the magnet off too while I'm at it. Wow, that's powerful. As you can see, we tested it. Now here's what happened. The camera shut off. I didn't realize, well, didn't know the camera was off. So I went ahead and set up a bit, just a random core bit, and just walked it down through the metal here. Now I don't recommend this generally because it's just such a small piece of metal that you really, everything should be kind of like held. Yeah, it's a magnetic drill, but it doesn't have a lot of surface area here to grab onto. So a lot of times when you're doing something like this, a lot of the guys in the metal industry will tell you, you know, put metal, you know, on either side to lock this thing in. Now I'm going to shut that all off, I guess. But it did a great job. It went through. I put a little bit of cutting oil on, and yeah, and it was really nice because I had like one finger on this thing as I just went like this and just went right down through the metal kind of thing. So it was like, yeah, cool. But that's what makes magnetic drills so cool, is because you can do stuff like that. Unfortunately, we missed the clip completely. I don't really want to make another hole in this metal because it is some scrap metal, but it's metal that I've got planned for other projects. I didn't mind having a hole at this end right now. So yeah, everything just went for a poop today. What can I tell you? Yeah. So let's get this off of here, and when we come back, we'll discuss more of this situation here. Wow. Yeah, well, set up like that. Normally what I would recommend you do is magnetically get this on a table that's a large flat metal table. You know, hit that, clamp a piece of tubing in place in front here, and then do your drilling. Because what could happen, and started to happen there a little bit, was if you draw this, drive it down too fast, too hard, this will try to walk, and even the magnetic drill doesn't have enough metal to hang on to. She could, you know, wander around. Ideally, you want at least all of this, you know, nice and flat on metal. And I couldn't because it was just a piece of tubing that I had scrap, you know, out in the shop. There is, let me see if I can get these. There at the front here. There's 2 Allen keys that you lock in to put your bit in with, to lock for this particular type of cut. And oddly enough, it was a little sticky, which again was, everything's brand new, you know, so that first couple times you go to put the chuck in, I'm sure you're going to have some problems. Let's see if we can get that out of there or not. I don't know if I can or not, because it's ooh, yeah, jeez. Yeah, we're going to need a cloth and maybe give her a good pull to get her out of there, because the machine shop, you know, I've got these back far enough that should drop out right now, but obviously it's not going to, and the reason is it's a really tight fit up in there. So let's see if we can, oh, there we go, there we go. And see, there's 2 flat spots on here on your tooling for, you know, for your boring that you're going to be doing. Still, I just can't get over how much stuff Vevor sends you for your price. Some of these bits in the industry can cost as much as what this whole drill costs. So yeah, I'm going to provide a link in the description below where you can find this particular kit. And if you're doing a lot of metal work, obviously, you know, this is the sort of thing that be right down your line, is to be able to have a magnetic base like this at a reasonably good price. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you a picture of a friend of mine come by. Well, saw him the other day, and he was showing me his car, so I'm going to show you a picture of his car. It is a very, very rare machine there. That's a 1962 Corvette, but it is 327 with the original factory fuel injection on there. Wow, yeah, and she's in beautiful condition. Wow, she was restored. Anyways, back to fun with metals. Yeah, just had to show that to you, right? The drill here is at a great price, but I'm gonna, just for fun, check Harbor Freight and just see what they have, if they can even compete with this thing, because I don't know if they have a mag drill. I thought they did, but you know what? When I come back, I'm going to show you Harbor Freight's mag drill and price and just compare, I guess. Hey, Dana Tools, this is Larry over at Dana Coffee and Tools. Does Harbor Freight have a magnetic drill base? He hung up. Okay, I'm back. I had to do some research, and it turns out Harbor Freight doesn't offer one of these models. Now, I looked around, and yes, I did find something. I went over to Northern Tool, and take a look at this one here. I'll just show it to you. It's $1,000 plus, yeah. And this one here, I think Vevor right now is around $265. I think it is, something like that. We will provide a link in the description below where you can find this puppy. Yeah, like I said, if you need one or you got to have one, there's a great price again. Good old Vevor, you know, tough tools, half the price thing. The place where this really accelerates big, some people tell me, is when you're doing vertical steel, because you can put this up on the beam, bang, you know, magnetically hook it there, and then sit there and work your drill bit. It is pretty cool when you do that. Yeah, it's nice to have a magnetic drill that will hold itself, and all you have to do is just, you know, turn the wheel. Yeah, pretty cool. Very good. Anyways, so, and I hope you enjoyed Jerry's Corvette there. Wow, that thing is beautiful. And in fact, it won Best of Show at a car show just I think it was a couple of weeks ago. And it's all original. That was the whole thing, is it's original, you know. Now, we got to get out of here, so I am going to do, boy, let's draw for the depth tech tool, because we got other tools we need to draw for anyway. So contest-wise, let's aim for Monday, see if we can get that knocked out, because there's a lot of crazy stuff in right now, but a lot of it's on hold and can't be shown until after May 15th and June 15th. Oh man, thanks for tuning in, guys. Girls, I'm out of here. Over and out.